Hello everybody, welcome to the Knights of Camelot, a Rimworld series based on the BBC TV show Merlin. We're going to be trying to create the Kingdom of Camelot and hopefully having some fun along the way as well. This series is modded to create the medieval theme as well as some UI mods, so it isn't completely vanilla gameplay. But let's get started. So, when this loads, I've got the main cast from the start of the show here. So we've got Merlin, Arthur, Gaius, Gwen, Morgana and Uther. So we're going to equip these this armour on the people who are going to be doing the fighting, and I think there's some shields as well over here. And Arthur's going to get a longsword and the heavier plate armour. Morgana again with the same stuff, and Merlin's going to get this crossbow here. I think we're going to give Gwen the apron as well, just unforbid the rest of it, and we'll order some wood cutting around us and start building a little structure for now, right here on this granite, on the rough granites. There we are. So we'll get that all queued up. Now we are going to need some food, so I'll queue these gazelles up for hunting. And we'll... who's our hunter? Uther. No, we want Merlin to be hunting. So we'll have everyone set up like this. And we'll just go through. So everyone patient and firefighting on first. Arthur, Gwen and Gaius are going to be our healers. Gaius first, and then... so he's going to be doing most of our operations. And the other two are just going to be practicing where they can. Bed rest, I think I'll put on 4 to start with. I might switch that up to a first later. And basic on 1, that's things like flicking switches. Arthur and Uther are going to be our wardens and entertaining any guests from the hospitality mod. And they're also going to be working with the animals. Same with Morgana. Cooking's going to be Gwen and Morgana, Gaius on second. Growing's going to be Merlin on second. Merlin and Gaius are going to be constructing for us. Gaius is also going to be growing. Merlin's going to be mining as well. Arthur can work on the growing, and so can Gwen. Gaius is going to be our crafter as well, and hauling and cleaning. Uther and Arthur are also then going to research and manage from the colony management mod. So let's get some beds up as well. And let's put a torch lamp in here also. Now we're going to need a dumping stockpile here for any animal corpses that Merlin gets. So we're just going to allow only fresh corpses of animals. Very tasty. Just get this granite block mined there. And just mine out a little bit more space here as well of the rough granite, because it's much cleaner, so we won't need to put down a floor. Oh, a poor bed there. Get rid of these poor beds. Actually, I'll do that later. But we're going to be trying to get excellent beds for everybody. So that's another normal bed there. What's Merlin up to? Of hunting a gazelle with this crossbow. So Merlin's only got level 3 shooting, so he's going to be awful at this for quite a while. It looks like we've got an ancient danger here as well. Very exciting. So that's a dictator from the leadership mod. Oh, and we're just going to want to set up some food restrictions as well. So we'll call this meals. Ooh, if I could type. And we're going to allow people to eat meals, chocolate, and pemmican. I think that's good. Okay. So, whereabouts is Merlin? Cloud watching over there. Okay, let's get him to mine this block. And these two as well, I think. What's everyone else up to? Only got 5 beds in here. Yes. We're able to count, and we'll get a basic management desk as well over here, a stonecutter's desk, some steel for this, so some steel over here, as well as these steel walls here which can be deconstructed. Let's claim these urns and uninstall them, and let's put a stockpile zone out here for now to get everything hauled to. Another dumping stockpile down here. Let's put some let's put stone chunks in here and haul some granite to start with, because that's going to be right near the stonecutter's desk. So there we are. And we're also going to want a simple research bench for Arthur or Uther or Morgana. These three aren't doing anything right now. They're going to be useful later on, but they're incapable of hauling and cleaning, so dumb labour. Uther's actually incapable of skilled labour as well, being a medieval lord. So he's going to be useful if we need to fight, but not so useful otherwise. We do have a husky as well, so we'll train her to haul. And I'm going to name her. I'm going to name her Lacey. So there we are. Ooh. Beautiful. Let's get a butcher table set up here. So a little butchery here, just out of wood for now. Let's have this going out one actually to make the most of this tile. What's Gaius up to? Deconstructing a slate column. No, thank you. Let's have that steel wall done though. And Merlin's again hunting. Not so useful. Currently, once he's finished that, we'll queue him up to mine this compacted steel over here. And we'll also queue some berries up to be harvested, just so that our people have something to eat right now. There looks to be a big area of fertile ground over here, so I think we might start planting some rice over here, or maybe on this bit here. I think I'll start with some rice up here, so we're going to put it on the fertility overlay, so we can see which bits are fertile, and just queue up some rice to be planted over here. I think I'm going to use the whole of this zone here as well. Currently, and we can use more or less if we've got more or less needed. What's Merlin up to here? He's mining the steel. Lovely. We'll set up the butcher creature. Do that forever. If they're in a small radius, and we're going to need to set up a little kitchen as well on the side here. So let's get Merlin over here as well. How much has he mined? 40, 80, how much for a stove? It's 80, excellent. Put the stove up here, and another door at the top. We'll put a table outside, some furniture, wooden table there, and some stools. So they've got somewhere to eat, so they're not getting all angry because of that. That'll be enough mine for now. So everybody's off to sleep, and it's very nice. We don't want food in this stockpile. We're going to put that in here. So all food in there, and let's put a preferred on that, and a low priority on this stockpile here. Now in management, we're probably going to want to set up the hunting. So I'll click on all, but we don't want exploded animals or predators to start with. Let's not do donkeys or horses as well. Not mega sloths, and not rhinoceros. So it's going to be much easier prey to start with, especially as we've only got Merlin doing the hunting for us. And we're going to want to as well assign in meals, we'll allow berries. And get Merlin, who's more rested. Get Merlin to build this fueled stove for us. And then Morgana can do some cooking as well. So she's not meant to do hauling. Okay, we'll queue that up there then. Arthur's going to be training Lacey up, so she'll be hauling within no time. And we'll set this up. We're going to cook simple meals. Cook them as one to start with, but then as fours forever. Actually, until we've got 20. And the simple meal. Yeah, 20 will do us fine. Put the management. So this is hunting until we've got 500 meat expected or available. So Merlin will have serious pain or medium pain because of this psychic silencer, which will allow us to, or allow him to have the psychic abilities without angering the royal faction. So that's a little workaround I've got there. Gonna have some torch lamps in here, or maybe some wall torches in these two rooms here. Put another door here as well, through to the bedroom. So the rice is getting nicely planted as well. So looking very exciting. A lot of our wine seems to have been drunk already. Okay, so I think we might need a little storeroom as well. So we'll just set a temporary thing up here, just to stop all our stuff being ruined. So we'll put a stockpile zone in here, and copy these settings, paste them there, and then delete this one. So that's all going to get hauled over when we've got an opportunity. I'll order some more wood to be cut over around here. So Gaius is getting on building that, and we'll have to also set up some stone cutting. So we'll say make any blocks again within this range. Who's able to do our crafting for us? So Gaius is. Let's also have Arthur able to do it on second priority, and Morgana as well. So those two, when they're not doing anything, will be making us stone blocks that we can start building out of. So I'm liking these blocks here as well. This smooth floor might become our more permanent kitchen because it's right next to our rice field as well. So I think I'll get that mined out or queued up for mining, and then when Merlin gets around to it, he can chop that all up, and that will be all very good. So in the management, I'm also going to set up a wood logging until, again, I think 500 will do us for now, just on all trees, and a foraging for, let's say, edible plants for now. Anti-root, actually, let's put that all for, yep, that will do us fine. And that will be in the food stockpile there. So let's manage that. Let's just rename these as well. Set up another stockpile here, we're going to put it for normal priority and put just all our stone blocks out there. Now we're going to need a research project as well, so let's go for, let's start with what's going to be useful for us. I think the hinges and gates, so we can get some good looking doors to start with. But perhaps the long blades as well, or even basic crossbows, so basic tool crafting. It might not be bad for us. So we can get some better crossbows. So I think before this as well, we're going to set up some fine meals to be cooked. So let's lower this down actually to 10. Let's say 6, because then that's going to cook up to a full stack. And again, 10 on this, and we're just going to cook fine meals before we cook raw, simple meals. And that will keep everyone a bit happier. Arthur can come help Merlin out with this raccoon. And there we are, that's all done. Guinevere can pull that for us once she's finished with that tree. We've got another turkey there that's dead. So what's Gaius up to? He's harvesting a tree as well, so we'll tell him to come haul that over for us. Okay. So just kind of ticking along. Let's put this on forever, that's what I forgot to do before. And that means Morgana can make some stone blocks for us. So, I think I'll start using marble to begin with. So I'll cancel these from being queued in. And we'll just build a marble kitchen over here and put some bedrooms, perhaps this way or perhaps coming down, I think down towards our starting area, because that will make people a little bit happier. So this is guests from the hospitality mod. I'm going to refuse visitors until I have guest beds, but that's going to be one of our ways of getting silver, I think. Got some paved tiles here as well, so I'm going to queue them up to be removed. Get the steel back from that. And I think as well I'm going to queue up some crafting spots, or a crafting spot to make some recurve bows, so that we can have other people hunting as well, like Arthur. Okay, there we are, and I'm going to do what does this give us? That gives us the light crossbow. I'm going to give us basic tool, or we're going to research basic tool crafting next. The texture in this will probably be quite short, so after that Uther's main job will just be management and animal handling as well. I'm just going to be wanting to look for any horses as well, because they'll be very useful for us to be able to ride around. So Gwen's realised this is an ancient danger, and we'll crack that open at some time in the future. There'll probably be some enemies inside to fight, so that'll be quite exciting. Lacey's just chilling here. We'll set her up an animal bed. What's that in furniture? An animal sleeping spot, so she can sleep right by Arthur here, or right by Merlin. Sorry. What are our beds looking like? One poor bed, one normal bed. So we'll queue up some more beds to be built out here. be done tomorrow in the light. What's our stone blocks looking like? I've got 60 there. Merlin's feeling a bit low, so the coloured coloured bar at the top is the coloured mood bar mod. So it's just a UI mod that lets me see much easier how people are doing mood wise. So it's a mod I really like. What's Merlin up to here? Let's set him up to construct a mine first. Switch off the view roofs. Just keep queuing things up to be done. So what's our problem? Need recreation variety. So let's set up a rec room, or a chess table over here for now, and a couple of stools on that, and a horseshoe pin as well up here, just to keep everyone's mood a bit higher. There we go. So we've got one recurve bow there. I'm going to queue up. Well, we're going to give one to Uther, one to Arthur, one to Morgana. So we're going to queue up 5. 4 more, so we're going to want 5 in total, so that everyone's got a weapon, and these 3 can do some hunting as well with some bows. Ooh, gold ore down here, very useful. So I think for Gwen, we're going to put hauling as her first priority as well, just to get everything moved in. We've got a gas geyser here. I'm not sure what mod that's from, but I'm just going to queue that hole to be filled, because that's not going to be useful, or not going to be used by us. Oh, we've got a mad squirrel down here. Oh, poor Guinevere. We're going to send Arthur in to go save her. So she managed to dodge that first attack. Oh no, he's too slow. Oh, the squirrel's escaping. Oh, poor Gwen. Arthur's here now though. Saved her. So I'm going to set everyone to doctor care but no medicine currently, because we've not got a large amount of meds to start with. So on here, and we'll put our defaults. It's just going to be this medicine for everybody. So herbal meds for everybody, because they're not too expensive, and for most things it's going to be good enough. So we've got some better beds here. Let's get rid of Uther's. And I'll queue up some more beds to be built out here until we've got excellent beds for everybody. Or good or excellent. Another good bed there. And an excellent bed there. Very good. Gonna put Arthur inside. Deconstruct Morgana's bed as well, and requeue that there. Let's get Merlin to do this one. Merlin can also deconstruct his bed and replace. Oh, Morgana's in there. Replace that inside. There we go. large there. Group of travellers walking through. I do really like this, the plate helmets. Something that's, I think, looks really nice. So that's the light plate helmet there. So we'll set up some smithing for that. Possibly quite soon. Focusing on our kitchen up the top thing first. It's going to be our main. So put the door there. Let's have it a little like that, and then we can have, how are we going to do this? A butchery like this, with wooden doors as well. Here, 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 and there. Perhaps on the bottom as well, and we can just queue a tile up to be built there. So let's have a granite tile on the bottom, that bit of muddy ground, and I'm going to move this out actually there, and we'll have another granite tile there. So Gas is getting building. Arthur's doing some management for us. So how often have we queued these up for management? The foraging's every day, every day, every day. Okay. That'll probably do us fine. Got some rhinoceros over here. Okay. And Gaius is hosting a party out here. So it's going to bring everyone's mood up a little bit. And now we've got the opportunity to name our faction. So we're going to call this the Kingdom of Camelot. And this settlement is going to be Camelot. Okay. Here we are. And I think that's a good place to end this episode. So we've just kind of set up the startings of a base, and yeah, and just kind of introduce the series. And next episode we can hopefully have a bit more fun as well. So thank you for watching, and hope you have a good night.